Congratulations! You've put in the time, earned a valuable benefit, and are ready for retirement. In part 2 of our series, we'll review how to complete the retirement application. Be sure to give yourself enough time to complete part 1 of the retirement application. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it may look. Just make sure you have all the information that is required on hand. The part that takes the most time? Generally, collecting all the required supplemental documentation. In Section 1, on page 1 of the retirement application, you will select your type of retirement and provide additional retirement information. In line A, you will tell us which retirement benefit you are applying for, either regular superannuation, superannuation with the Retirement Plus benefit if you are eligible, or an involuntary termination retirement. More information regarding the eligibility for Retirement Plus and involuntary termination retirements can be found on our website. In line B, provide your intended retirement date. If you are retiring at the end of the school year, this date is required to be June 30th. Otherwise, you may enter any date you wish. Please be aware that if your intended retirement date is more than 60 days after your date of separation from your district, your actual retirement date will be 15 days after we receive your completed application, as required by law. Your retirement date is very important and will determine what age will be used in calculating your benefit, when you will be eligible to receive your first cost of living adjustment, and when you will be eligible for a post-retirement earning limitation increase for public sector employment. Be sure to take into account your birthday in relation to your intended retirement date. For example, if you are intending to retire at the end of the school year, but your birthday is in July or August, it may be more financially beneficial to wait until your birthday so that you may receive an increased retirement percentage. Be sure to weigh this increase against the missed benefit payments due to a later retirement date. This is an individual choice and may not always be beneficial. It is up to you to make this decision. To review various retirement scenarios, you can use our online retirement benefit estimator. In line C, provide your last date of employment. As above, if your last date of employment is the end of the school year, this date will be June 30th. If your last date of employment is another date, such as if you resigned midway through the year, please enter this date and provide a photocopy of a letter verifying your district's acceptance of your resignation and resignation date. In line D, indicate whether or not you have also applied for a disability retirement. More information regarding disability benefits can be found on our website. In Section 2, on page 1 of the retirement application, you will provide your current personal information. Be sure to attach a photocopy of your marriage certificate or other proof of a name change, if applicable. You must also attach an original or certified copy of your birth certificate. A photocopy of this document is not acceptable. If you are a military veteran, please attach a copy of your military discharge form DD-214. If your military service qualifies, you will receive an extra $15 per year of creditable service, up to a maximum of $300 added to your annual retirement benefit. You may also be eligible to purchase retirement credit for your military service, which could increase your benefit as well. For more information on how military service can increase your retirement benefit, please visit our website. In line J, be sure to provide a personal email address, as you will not have access to your work email address once your employment ceases. Continue on to page 2 to complete Section 2. In line M, you may be eligible to receive an increased retirement benefit if you are under the age of 55. In order to qualify for this benefit, you must be married to a current retiree of a Massachusetts contributory retirement system, and both you and your current spouse must have been members of a Massachusetts contributory retirement system on November 1st of 2003. If you meet these criteria, you will be eligible to have your retirement benefit calculated using the age factor for 55, which would result in an increased benefit payment. Regardless of your eligibility, please complete line M, as any line left blank will result in delays in processing your application. In line N, indicate your expected marital status as of your retirement date. You must also indicate your expected marital status in Section 8, Spousal Acknowledgement, on page 9, regardless of what your status will be. In line R, indicate whether or not you are subject to a qualified domestic relations order as the result of a divorce. If you are subject to one, please include a photocopy of it with your application and also include your ex-spouse's current address. In line S, indicate any other address at which you may reside during the time that we are processing your application. Once your retirement date has passed, you can update either your permanent or temporary address using our change of address form, which is available on our website. In line T, indicate whether or not you have been convicted of a crime related to your position as a Massachusetts public employee. Your response to this question is required, and if it is left blank, it will cause delays in processing your application. Your benefit amount is calculated in part on your salary average. In Section 3, Line A, you will provide your best estimate of the dates of your 3 highest consecutive years' salaries and the year immediately preceding this period. If you are unsure, approximate dates are perfectly acceptable. When your employer completes Part 2, they will certify this information by providing documentation of your salary, such as salary schedules or collective bargaining agreements. Be sure that these documents are attached when you receive your completed Part 2 from your employer, and that they are included when you submit your completed retirement application to the MTRS. Answer the question in line B. If you answer no because your district is still negotiating a contract, you should still complete and submit your retirement application. Once this contract has been settled, please request that your payroll official submit the updated information to us so that we can finalize your benefit payment. This way, there will be no unnecessary delays in processing your application. If you are completing this application on a computer, be sure to come back to this page and sign it once you have printed your application. In Section 4, you will provide all of your creditable service history, including any purchase service, leaves of absence, and regular service. In line A, please indicate all the types of service you rendered throughout your career. If you have any questions on a specific type of service, please refer to our website. You can also contact our main office contact center for further clarification. In line B, please list all of your creditable service history in chronological order from the earliest to most recent. Please be as thorough as possible, as this will help us in the timely processing of your application. In line C, please provide your best estimate of your total number of years of creditable service. We will review your information against our records and what we receive from your employer. Continuing on to page 5, you will provide additional information based on the types of service you've rendered as indicated in line A on the previous page. In line D, if you previously indicated that you took an authorized leave of absence or sabbatical, please supply the requested information, as you may be eligible to receive creditable service for your authorized leave. Including this information is very important, as it is possible your district did not report your leave of absence to us. In line E, if you previously indicated that you received workers' compensation, provide the periods for which you received these payments. In line F, if you previously indicated you rendered active military service, provide the information for this service in the space provided. Though your benefit is not taxed by Massachusetts, it is still taxed by the federal government. You can indicate the amount, if any, you would like us to withhold using the retirement application substitute Form W-4P in Section 5 on page 6 of the application. In the space provided, please select one of the following. Have no amount withheld from your retirement benefit? Have an amount withheld based on current federal income tax withholding tables and indicated exemptions and additional amounts? Or have a specific flat rate amount withheld from each payment. Be sure to select only one withholding option. Please contact your tax advisor if you are not sure which withholding option to choose. If you need to change your tax withholding after your retirement date, you can simply submit a new substitute Form W-4P available on our website. Finally, if you leave this form incomplete, when you submit your retirement application, we are required to default your withholding status to married with 3 exemptions. Direct deposit is required for all new retirees, so in Section 6A on page 7, you will indicate the account you would like your benefit deposited to. This can either be a checking or savings account, but you may only have your benefit deposited into a single account. If you choose to have your benefit payment deposited into a checking account, please submit a voided check with your retirement application. If you choose a savings account, please include an official signed account verification document from your bank. This should include your full name, address, routing number, and account number. In this section, you must also answer whether you are forwarding your deposited funds to a foreign bank. Please be sure to answer this question, as omitting an answer will cause delays in processing your application. Finally, you must indicate the type of account ownership, either individual, joint, or trust. If you are depositing your funds into a joint account, please have the other account holder complete Section 6B. If the account is controlled by a trust, please attach a certification of trust that names you as a trustee or as a beneficiary of the trust. Your first payment may be mailed to you as a paper check if your benefit is finalized after our monthly direct deposit authorization administrative cutoff date. Accordingly, if you move after your date of retirement, be sure to keep your address current with us. In Section 7 on page 8, you will select your retirement option. Please review the information provided for the different options carefully, as once your retirement date has passed, you may not alter your selection for any reason. Option A provides the maximum benefit amount and has no survivor benefits. All monthly benefits will cease upon your death, and no benefits will be provided for any survivors. If, after your death, any benefits that you earned in the month of your death are due, they will be paid in a lump sum to the month of death payment recipients that you can designate by completing Section 9 on page 10 of the retirement application. Option B provides for a monthly benefit that is approximately 1 to 3% less than the Option A amount. This reduction is dependent on your age and annuity savings account balance at the time of your retirement. Upon your death, the remainder of your annuity savings account, if any, will be paid to your named beneficiary or beneficiaries. In most cases, your annuity account will be depleted 9 to 11 years after your retirement date. You may change your beneficiary designation at any time during your retirement, and there are no restrictions on the number of beneficiaries or who you name as a beneficiary. If you select Option B, you must complete Section 10 on page 10 of the retirement application. Option C provides a monthly benefit that is generally 9 to 11% less than Option A. Upon your death, it also provides a monthly survivor benefit to one named beneficiary that is equal to 2/3 of your monthly benefit payment at the time of your death. If you are selecting Option C, you must designate your Option C beneficiary in this section. You may only name one beneficiary under Option C, who must be either your parent, sibling, child, spouse, or an unmarried former spouse. Unlike Option B, you may not change your Option C beneficiary after your retirement date, as your benefit amount is calculated using your and your beneficiary's ages. If your named beneficiary predeceases you, your benefit amount will be popped up to the Option A amount. In this situation, you may not name a new beneficiary. If you select Option C, you will need to provide an original or certified copy of your beneficiary's birth certificate. Also, if your beneficiary is your spouse, you will need to provide a copy of your marriage certificate. Regardless of your marital status, you must complete the spousal acknowledgement on page 9. In line A, indicate what your marital status will be on your retirement date, whether that will be married, divorced, or single. If you are divorced, please indicate the status of your domestic relations order, if any. Be sure to sign and date at the bottom of line A. If you will be married as of your retirement date, please have your spouse complete line B by signing it in the presence of a third-party witness. The witness may be anyone besides yourself over the age of 18, and need not be a notary. Again, you may not serve as the witness for your spouse's signature. After your spouse has signed this section, the witness must then also sign in the space provided. Both your spouse and the witness must sign this page after you have signed line A. Section 9 should be completed if you elect to retire under Option A. Option A provides no survivor benefits, but you can name beneficiaries to receive any benefits due for the month of your death. Section 10 must be completed if you elect to retire under Option B. If at the time of your death any balance remains in your annuity account, the beneficiaries named here would receive it. There are no restrictions on who you may name as a beneficiary in these sections, and you can change them at any time after your retirement date by completing a new beneficiary designation form. Please make sure that the total of your primary beneficiary percentages equals 100%. For example, if you name your 2 children as beneficiaries, you can provide each with 50% of the lump sum payout, or any percentage split so long as it equals 100%. You may also name contingent beneficiaries in the event that your primary beneficiaries are not alive at the time of your death. If a primary beneficiary predeceases you, they will be replaced by a contingent beneficiary, in the order that they are listed. This is recommended because remaining primary beneficiaries will not automatically receive a higher percentage upon the death of a primary beneficiary. If no primary or contingent beneficiaries are listed, the remaining funds will be paid to your estate. Your payroll officer will complete Part 2 of your retirement application and then return it to you. Be sure to review the completed Part 2 to make sure that all the information provided is correct to your knowledge. Once you have your entire application completed and all supplemental documents together, make a photocopy for your records and then send or deliver your materials in a single package to the MTRS, either to our main office or our Springfield office. After you have filed your completed retirement application and we have processed your retirement benefits, you will receive a Notice of Estimated Retirement Benefits Letter, or NERB. This will indicate the final creditable service and salary average we use to calculate your benefit, as well as your monthly and annual amount. Review this letter carefully and notify us immediately if there are any necessary corrections. If everything is in order, you will receive your first payment either at the end of the first full month after you receive your NERB, or at the end of the first full month after your retirement date, whichever is later. Your benefit payments will be directly deposited into your designated bank account on the last business day of each month for the remainder of your lifetime. Your first payment will include all benefits retroactive to your retirement date, and you will receive a paper statement in the mail. Note, however, that you will not receive a paper statement in the mail every month. You will get one only when the net payment changes, for example, due to cost of living adjustments, tax withholding changes, or insurance premium changes. At the end of December each year, we will mail you a summary of your year-to-date payments for your reference. If you would like to review your monthly benefit payment details, you can do so in MyTRS, our online member self-service application. If you have any questions about the retirement process or your MTRS membership, please visit our website or call our main office at 617-679-6877. We're here to help. Ready for Retirement is continued in Part 3, Welcome to Retirement. Thank you for watching.